Yeah, I'm at the scene now.
I saw you with these. Behave yourself. You just behave yourself. Should have thought about it before you broke my car area.
Get off!
You're lucky it's not your neck, you little throat.
Get off!
All right, sir, you can let him go.
What's all this about? Criminal damage. I caught him red-handed snapping off my car area.
Liar!
I saw you with these. Used to be a copper, Parks Police, and I want him arrested.
Yeah, all right, sir. What's your name?
I ain't saying nothing.
You stay there. George?
You're a silly boy, you know that?
Do you want to nick him?
No way. I'm not going to spend the rest of the shift tied up with some scabby juvenile.
I'll toss you for it.
No, you got here first.
Only just.
What's happened to him now?
It's a bundle, George.
Ruin your life doing this, you know?
And you're sure it's Taylor, are you? OK, don't move till we get there. But make sure you make yourself scarce once you pointed him out. OK, cheers, Dill.
Drink, Gov. Another time, eh?
Hang about. Got a tip, Gov. John Taylor. Suspect in a GBH now ground a couple of years back. He's in the Navigator now.
Is he? Right, best dig out the wanted docket, Danny. Acquaint ourselves with exactly what he's done.
Yes, Kev.
Do you know him, Helen?
No.
Jim?
Yeah, he's a nasty piece of work, from what I remember. Well, he's mentioned in connection with a lot of rough stuff, you know, debt collection, extortion, that sort of thing. Now, Ted Roach always had him in his sights, but nothing ever seemed to stick.
On this GBH case?
Well, I think Ted Roach was investigating officer as well, but... Yeah, that's right. Taylor disappeared soon after the assault.
Right. Well, we better pick him up then. Will you recognise him, Helen?
My snout's going to point him out, Gov.
Right. Well?
Not here, Gov.
What?
Wanted docket. It must have been misfiled.
Brilliant. They're supposed to be updated every few months. Jim, you better stay here and find it. We'll get the bare bones from the LIO.
Why me?
Well, you got the experience, my son.
Right. It's quite simple, young man. Either you tell us who you are or we'll lock you up until you do. It's your choice.
Paul Kennedy.
And how old are you, Paul Kennedy?
I'm 15.
Do you live with your parents?
Mum, yeah.
Right, Tony, we better get his mum down here. Where do you live?
Tough luck, Tone.
What?
Another juvenile.
Yeah, well, I'll have him kicked out of here by 9 tops.
You're joking. What, and the paperwork done?
Well, it's not going to take me 4 and a bit hours, is it?
You reckon? We've had a juvenile in here since 3. Appropriate adults proving a bit elusive.
Yeah, well, that's probably because they've all been at work.
Oh, all right. OK. Fiver says you don't have him finished by the end of the shift.
Tenor says I will.
Half a bit on lemonade, please. Thanks. Character down the end in the leather jacket.
Right. Hello?
Yeah?
John Taylor? D.I. Johnson, Sun Hill. I'm arresting you on suspicion of...
To the floor!
OK. Don't move, pal. Just don't move.
As I was saying, D.I. Johnson, Sun Hill. I'm arresting you on suspicion of grievous bodily harm. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
What's this all about? How do you know I was here? Where is he? For this stinking grass.
No, definitely no warrant issued. It just says John Taylor wanted for questioning on a GBH a couple of years ago. Why, what's up?
He's being brought in now, only the wanted docket's missing.
Oh, no.
Yeah. First we had the evidence of no body, now we got the body and no evidence.
So, I'm a decorator.
Right, Mr. Taylor, until your solicitor gets here, it's cell number 3, please, Dave.
It was Mortimer, wasn't it? Everyone knows it's a grass.
Come on. Well, if, as you say, you haven't done anything, it doesn't matter much, does it?
Paul Kennedy, Sodge.
Yep.
I've just talked to the agency his mum works for. She's cleaning this office block till 7. They're not exactly sure where to reach her.
So?
So, we're going to have to wait till she gets home before we can contact her. Which means she probably won't be here till around 8.
Right, thanks, Tony.
It's better than nothing, I suppose.
All tucked up.
Well, at least that hasn't been cocked up.
He's asked for a brief.
Given that all we've got's the crime sheet, I'd say there's a pretty good chance he'll walk.
I seem to remember Ted being pretty definite about it.
Yeah, well, that doesn't exactly mean a lot, does it, considering?
What about the victim?
Unidentified IC1 male, mid-30s. All we know is he was found unconscious and badly beaten at Sunhill Station car park. But since his statement's missing, always assuming there was a statement, along with God knows what else information in the wanted docket, we've no idea who he was.
Who was the reporting officer? PC Stringer.
Transferred.
Naturally.
What about this Simon Cooper geezer, the witness who saw the attacker leaving the scene?
Well, as he's all we've got, we'd better find him, hadn't we? Because the clock's running on Taylor, and so far we've got nothing to hold him on.
Good nick, fine, lads. R2, please, love. Off the road, Tony.
Got a prisoner in, sir. Juvenile.
Oh, yeah?
Snapped a car aerial. Now he's sitting in the cell reading the codes of practice, waiting for his mum.
Quick as you can, then. Back out again.
Sir.
Yeah.
Miss Pfeiffer, Skip.
Ms.
John Taylor, solicitor.
Yeah, Miss Pfeiffer and I have met.
This is a complete joke.
Yeah, well, you heard what the governor said. The job's worth doing.
It's not as though we lost the potty thing in the first place.
No joy. Right, Alan, we've located the witness Cooper and he's agreed to come in. Pick him up, will you?
Yep. Guff, Taylor's brief wants a word.
So? Jim, you keep on at the files. Danny can give you a hand.
IRB done. Crime sheet done. Name check done. Caution check done. Antecedents done. Just off now for the loser's statement. Back in time for his mum to show for the interview. Then it's prints, a photograph. Boom, boom, boom. Papers in. And you're 10 quid.
Long way to go, Tony. Long way to go.
For John Taylor?
Anna Pfeiffer.
D.I. Johnson.
Quiet word.
Yeah. Ray? Yeah. Miss Pfeiffer?
I just thought you ought to know that having now spoken to Mr. Taylor, I've requested that he be examined by the FME in light of the excessive force used during his arrest.
Really?
Yes. It should help with any assault action we may consider bringing, along with any for wrongful arrest and false imprisonment. My client strongly protests his innocence.
Yeah, well, unless you've got something slightly more interesting to say.
I might have. I suppose it all depends on how the interview goes. The nature of your evidence against my client.
Meaning?
I just think it's important we know where we stand with each other. What the options may be.
Not that the Parks Police was into much what I call serious crime. Litter and perverts, mainly.
Still, toe rag's a toe rag, whatever the time, eh?
Right. And I'm sorry to put you to all this bother. Should have let me deal with him like we used to.
Yeah.
So what, she offered you a bribe, or...?
Or a deal, you know. No action on the assault and false imprisonment in exchange for blah, blah, blah. The usual rubbish.
Maybe. Or perhaps she was just trying to suss me out, I don't know.
Mr. Cooper, go.
Ah, right. Mr. Cooper, thank you very much for coming in.
That's okay. Never thought you'd call, actually.
Use my office, Helen.
Right. This way, mate.
Oh, Mr. Cooper, do you want a coffee or something?
Yeah. Don't have any herb teas.
So I effected a citizen's arrest.
Right, with every intention of calling the police at the earliest opportunity. And that's when you and your mate arrived.
Right.
595 from Sierra Oscar. Receiving over.
Excuse me.
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead, Polly.
Prisoner's mother has just arrived, Tony. Over.
Right, I'm on my way.
Got to have Mummy to hold his hand.
Alan, how do you read him?
Well, he seems very anxious to help, but...
Yeah. Look, what I want, minimum, is something to give us a handle on this interview with Taylor. We've got to hold on to him till the paperwork turns up, or until Herbal can do his stuff at an ID parade.
What do you think he'll agree to that? It's more than 2 years since the attack.
Do your best.
Out you come.
About time. Mum,
What have you done, Paul?
I ain't saying anything
Well, how's that going to help?
till I see my solicitor.
What solicitor? We haven't got a solicitor.
Says here I can have a solicitor any time I like.
Yeah, Judy solicitor.
What?
It's free.
Could take a long time to turn up, though, especially this late.
Well, I don't want to be here half the night, thank you very much.
I want to see a solicitor.
Paul!
Best tell the sergeant.
And then?
I went across and saw this other bloke on the ground covered in blood. Look, I told all this to the CID bloke at the time. What's his name? Roach? Several times, in fact.
I appreciate that, Mr. Cooper. We just want to refresh our memories.
Well, why don't you read my original statement? It's a lot fresher than what you're getting now.
So you identified the man you saw. How exactly?
From a book of photographs. Mugshots.
Of course.
You have still got my original statement, haven't you? I don't believe it.
Either my client is interviewed, then charged or released, or he's released now. If not, you and D.I. Johnson will be in serious trouble.
I'd just like to take a seat, Miss Pfeiffer. You could always wait out front.
Mr. Edwards, Sarge. Duty solicitor.
Great, glad you can make it so soon.
Not much, is it? The description covers about half the male population of London.
How does he feel about an ID parade?
Don't ask him. Well, he wasn't that impressed at having to give his statement again.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. If we come to it. Looks like we're just going to have to front it out at the interview, doesn't it, chaps?
I don't know why you're denying it, Paul. You were caught red-handed.
Because I didn't do it, that's why.
Oh, what, it just fell off, did it?
Yeah, sort of. I was sort of adjusting it, and it broke. It's ancient, anyway.
Well, why were you adjusting it? It's not yours.
The constable stamp, it's getting late. Paul denies the offence, so is there any point in continuing with this?
Fine. No admission. Okay, by me.
Number one is free, Mum.
Thanks. This way.
Danny? Right.
Finish, Sarge.
And?
Well, he denies the offence.
Right, young man. What's going to happen to you now is that we're going to take you down to the youth and community section. Is that all right? Understand what's going on?
Get your money ready, my son.
You haven't even started on the paperwork yet.
I'm a very quick writer.
I want it checked.
Leave it out.
Well, you could be cutting corners left, right and centre.
I'll never get Steele to do it this
Look,
time.
he's happy, I'm happy. Otherwise...
This is a wind-up. It's got to be.
You were seen struggling with the victim, then running away.
No, Mr. Taylor was not seen. According to your account, someone answering the general description of Mr. Taylor was seen. So, unless you have other evidence which in any way implicates my client, I demand he be released immediately.
Once more like that, Miss Pfeiffer, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Mr. Taylor, where were you that afternoon?
Is she for real? Where were you, eh? Can you remember? After more than 2 years? No. Well, whoever give you my name needs a serious word, wouldn't you say?
Where's the rest of it?
I haven't quite finished them yet, Sarge.
All right, well, when you did, put it in the basket, will you?
Any chance you might have them done by the end of the shift?
Maybe, maybe not. Why?
Nothing. Right. Cheers, Sarge. So is Breeze kicking up a stink?
Yeah. Says there's not enough to hold him overnight for an ID parade.
Hmm. Who is it?
Anna Pfeiffer.
Oh. Well, even if the wanted docket has gone missing, you've got a witness who identified Taylor. From photos, maybe, and some time ago. But who still identified him.
Right.
Tell her to go boil her head.
Hello, Tone. How's it going, mate?
Naff off, George.
Well, don't be like that. You going to get them done by 10 then? Dave told me.
Unless I'm interrupted, yeah.
Fair enough. Only if you're nearly there, I happen to know that Steele's not all that busy right now.
He's not doing any favours, George. Not for me, anyway.
Well, you just have to ask nicely. It's not that or nothing, isn't it?
What time tomorrow for the ID parade? Only I'm working.
It's hard to say exactly. It depends how quickly we can get the other bodies together, you know?
All right, but no help this time.
How do you mean?
Well, it's just at this time, I think I ought to pick him out for myself, you know?
This is outrageous.
Well, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to it. But, by law, I have every right to hold Taylor for an ID parade if I feel that he would not answer bail.
There's no evidence. No hard evidence, that is.
An eyewitness is good enough for me.
Sorry to disturb you. Ma'am?
Excuse me.
I've just been having a word with Mr. Cooper about an ID parade.
And?
Well, it turns out when he originally picked Taylor from the mugshots, he'd had a bit of help from Ted Roach.
Right then, you're free to go. To return in a month's time.
Well, that's it. No apology, nothing. I thought I deserved that, minimum.
Well, I expect you'll be hearing from me in due course about the assault, wrongful arrest and false imprisonment.
And you'll be hearing from me if you come so much as within shouting distance of Del Mortimer. I'm warning you. I'll be on to you before you can draw breath.
Are you suggesting that Mr. Taylor, who hasn't been charged with anything, is not free to associate with whoever he chooses?
I'm not suggesting anything, Miss Pfeiffer. You look after yours and we'll look after ours, OK?
I see.
Right then, can we show them out, please, Dave?
Come on.
What a total cock-up!
What did you say that for?
What?
That we'll look after ours.
Because we will.
Yeah, but that's confirming that Mort Grass Taylor up.
Oh, rubbish.
Well, everyone in there thought so.
Look, Alan, any decent snout knows he's in a risky business.
Yeah, but that's no reason for us to make it worse, is
Well,
it?
you'd better get over there and warn him then if you're so worried.
Taylor's been kicked out.
You what?
Dead hand of Ted Roach again. Guided Cooper's identification.
Great. So, at least we can knock this lot on here.
No. DI wants it finished and tidied before we go. Well, that way, we won't be under the DCI's feet in the morning, will we?
Of course.
Sierra Oscar from Roach receiving over.
Go ahead, Alan.
Red Ford Escort, XR3I, Golf 46.
Sierra Oscar from 218 receiving, over.
Receiving, George, over.
I'm in Atticus Street. I can head him off by Downs Road, over.
OK, George, but be careful.
Where's the area car?
On another shout.
Tony's Panda?
Still signed off. Still. Oh, no.
Sierra Oscar from 218. The escort is not stopping.
Driver is a John Taylor, wanted for a serious assault.
It's a really old 517 from Sierra Oscar. So he writes back and says, yeah, I'll have it done.
Yeah, 517 receiving over.
What's your location?
Goddard Street Market, Sarge.
Get yourself over to Harlow Square and Victoria
Cav,
Street.
come on. Yeah, on way over.
We'll block it off, right?
Right. Heading north into Rudkin Road. North to Rudkin Road. I'm losing him. Vehicle has stopped. Suspect decamping. Hey! Get out there! Put the knife down! Put the knife away! I'm out! I'm out! Palm up! George, get in! Palm up!
Works then.
Form MG10, witness non-availability.
Come in later, when the Spencer time to sort out dates.
Oh, well then, I'm sorry.
Steele's okayed it.
Ah, Tony, there's a bloke for you in the front office. Oh, you settling up, are you? That's all right, don't worry. Ta. Friend in need, eh?
Del Mortimer is lying at St. Hugh's right now, and his face is cut to ribbons.
I know, and by who? By Taylor, and that's who we've just nailed.
You don't get it, do you? You're unreal.
Look, Alan! DC Woods, I am talking to you.
Yeah.
Now look,
John Taylor, wanted for GBH against one Stephen Holmes. It had slipped underneath the files inside the drawer.
marvellous.
Might be enough there even without the ID.
Good. Well, we're getting for this one and all then, if we can.
Drop in there.
The complaint, yes. Well, on reflection, this is all a bit much over a broken aerial, really, isn't it? And let's face it, you must have better things to do than to waste your time on something like this. So I'll give you a withdrawal statement and leave you in peace.
I'll get the form.